What Google might have in store with its third generation of foldable. Last year's Pixel 9 Pro Fold was an impressive piece of foldable hardware from Google. A major advance on the original Pixel Fold with a larger, brighter screen, better camera specs, and enhanced AI capabilities, it earned its position on our list of the best folding phones. In August, Google is expected to release its third foldable phone in as many years when it launches the Pixel 10 range. But just what will the Pixel 10 Pro Fold bring to the table, and will it be worth the wait? Here's what we know thus far. The original Google Pixel Fold was a solitary, unnumbered gadget that emerged in June 2023, a full 4 months before the Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro appeared on the market. But last year, Google made its foldable part of the Pixel 9 range with a delivery date to match. The Pixel 9, Pixel 9 Pro and Pixel 9 Pro Fold were all revealed at the same August 13 event. It looks like Google is retaining the August schedule and numbered branding, with a Made by Pixel event already confirmed for August 20, 2025. It's highly possible that we'll get our first glimpse at the Pixel 10 Pro Fold then, even if the handset won't be in early adopters' hands until September. In terms of pricing, Android Headlines believes Google will slash its Pixel 10 Pro Fold to around $1,600. If accurate, it would seriously take the fight to the current foldable value option, the OnePlus Open, but it feels a touch optimistic, given the last two models have stayed steadfastly around $1,799. We'll believe it when we see it, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. It doesn't sound like Google will be modifying the fundamental appearance and feel of the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Like its predecessors, like the recently introduced Samsung Z Fold 7, this will be a regular-looking phone, which unfolds to show a larger tablet screen to make apps more pleasurable. But it won't be identical, with the cover display set to grow a touch from 6.3 inches to 6.4. This doesn't mean that the phone will be more difficult to carry though, with Google purportedly managing to raise the size by slimming down the bezel and hinge rather than increasing the footprint. We might also expect a brighter screen, with the same estimate estimating a leap to 3000 nits. That's roughly 10% more than the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, mirroring the super actual display found on the Pixel 9 Pro. Aesthetically, things look much the same, although two colors have already been tipped. Leakers are anticipating that the Pixel 10 Pro Fold will be available in both Moonstone and Jade, a light green and a slate blue. No standard black or white tints are specified, but it would be odd if Google elected to delete the less playful tones totally. More importantly, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold could be the first foldable to sport an IP68 rating, a big improvement on its predecessors, which only have IPX8 protection. If accurate, that means that the new foldable will be resistant to dust, as well as water up to 1.5 meters for half an hour. Notably, the Z Fold 7 only offers an IP48 rating. Powering the Pixel 10 Pro Fold will be the Tensor G5 chip. While prior Tensor chips have lagged a touch in the raw performance metrics, this year the hardware will apparently be made by TSMC rather than Samsung, and using the company's 3-nanometer fabrication process. This potentially might be a substantial boost, considering the company's chip-making expertise, but one leaker suggests you should moderate your expectations, calling it basically TSMC-made version of G4. Still, the phone will be incredibly competitive in other ways, with 16 gigs RAM and either 256 gigs, 512 gigs, or 1 terabyte of internal storage. The largest gain looks poised to be in battery life, however. While the Pixel 9 Pro Fold packed a not insubstantial 4650 mAh cell, its successor is set to increase that by nearly 8% with a jump to 5015 mAh. That's a considerable gap, and might put clear blue water between this and the 4400 mAh battery in the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. As the cameras is concerned, there is bad news, and it is that there's no evidence that Google will be upping the camera specs on the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Camera leaks so far have revealed that the phone would sport the same system as its predecessor, a 48-megapixel main sensor, supported by a 10.8-megapixel 5x telephoto lens and a 10.5-megapixel ultra-wide camera. While these features certainly aren't bad, and the Pixel 9 Pro Fold can capture pretty beautiful shots indeed, it was scarcely a step up from the original Pixel Fold. And from the looks of things, this won't be a generational leap either. Of course, hardware stats aren't everything, and Pixel phones have always punched above their weight in the photography arena thanks to Google's outstanding image processing. It's possible, therefore, that there will be enough software improvements to compensate for the seemingly static specs. And the Pixel 10 Pro Fold looks like another solid year-on-year improvement for Google's foldables, which makes rumored larger cover screen is great, especially as it seems to come without a bigger overall footprint, and the increased battery size could be a game changer for power users looking to make the most of the larger internal screen. A smaller hinge and IP68 protection make it sound like Google's foldable technology is advancing at an astonishing rate too. The lack of change in the camera stakes is a little disappointing, but will be all but forgotten if the reported reduced pricing becomes reality. We'll find out on August 20. Next, fresh Pixel 10 leak shows off the series in more than just Moonstone. Now, let's talk more on the colors. Okay, it has been a busy week for Pixel 10 series leaks. Google even joined in on the fun by issuing a teaser, which was followed up by an unintentional release of official pictures. If that wasn't enough to satiate you until next month's Made by Google event, even more renders have now appeared. Earlier today, tipster Even Blast turned to X to post a collection of good quality renders of the Pixel 10 Pro, Pixel 10 Pro XL, Pixel Buds Pro 2, and Pixel Watch 4. All of those renders displayed the devices in their new grey hue that Google has termed Moonstone. However, it's believed that the color may be called Sterling for Google's earbuds. If you were hoping to see some of the other color options, Blast has now shared a second wave of images. While we do see more of the Moonstone color here, we also get a glimpse at indigo, blue, jade, green with gold trim, and obsidian, black. The indigo colorway will be restricted to the base model, while jade will be accessible throughout the Pro variants. Google is set to deliver the Pixel 10 series in under a month's time. As is typically the case, the business has displayed the design of at least one new flagship ahead of time. As we reported earlier this week, Google issued a teaser video of a gadget that looked an awful lot like a Pixel 9 Pro successor. Not be deterred, Even Blast has now posted a deluge of Pixel 10 series promotional images on X. Available to view in the embedded tweets, the images showcase Google's next flagships in the majority of their launch color options. Seemingly, the firm aims to rely upon its new Moonstone color when marketing the Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, Pixel 10 Pro XL, and Pixel 10 Pro Fold, which will arrive concurrently on August 20. The same goes for Google's wearables, like the Pixel Watch 4. While only one smartwatch is seen, the firm is likely to replace the Pixel Watch 3 with 41mm and 45mm successors. Google plans to expand its Moonstone color option to the Pixel Buds Pro 2 also, full details of which we have covered previously. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold is projected to outshine the Z Fold 7 in two crucial areas. Google's forthcoming foldable is believed to contain a 5015 mAh battery, which is substantially larger than the Z Fold 7's 4400 mAh unit. That, paired with the Tensor G5 reported efficiency, could make the Pixel 10 Pro Fold a battery beast. Elsewhere, it's a known fact that foldables are more susceptible to dust and water damage when compared to slab phones. This is primarily because foldables sport more moving parts and exposed areas, hinge, that are easy points of failure. Samsung took on the task of making its foldables more robust by offering IP48 dust and water resistance on the Z Fold 6, up from IPX8 water resistance on the Z Fold 5, though that rating hasn't improved with the new Z Fold 7. Google, on the other hand, has apparently made the Pixel 10 Pro Fold IP68 dust and water resistant, which should undoubtedly make customers feel more comfortable about taking their shiny new tablet to the beach or using it during light rain when out and about. From the back, the next foldable will keep its predecessor's look, with the most obvious change being the hues provided. Google is supposedly getting rid of the iconic obsidian and porcelain hues and opting for interesting options like moonstone and jade. These are the same colors Google is going with for the Pixel 10 Pro and Pro XL. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold will be unveiled next month, and we're hoping to learn more about the device with more comprehensive leaks, potentially showing the device from the front in the days ahead. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.